Good morning, Math 6 students. It's Mr. Giamini. I want to come to you with a little bit of a video to help you out with lesson 7.4, finding area of polygons. Now, this is going to be a little different than what we've been doing in the past 3 lessons, where you found area of rectangles, parallelograms, rhombi, kites, triangles, trapezoids. Now we're taking all those shapes, mashing them together and making one big shape and trying to find the area of that one polygon. Again, polygon is just a shape that has 3 or more sides. All the sides are made of straight lines, and then all the sides, there's no overlapping, there's no gaps. So it's an enclosed figure. I try my best to do this. We'll see. It's a little tough to not have the active board, so I'm learning here. So what I have here is I've just taken and drawn what you have inside your workbook. So I have 2 words over here. I have compose and decompose. When you compose something, Mrs. Moore may ask you to compose a piece of writing for her, a writing sample. Maybe Mrs. Brown asked you to compose a piece, or she talked about composing a piece. Compose means to create. Decompose, and I don't think this is a word that Mrs. Demko uses too much, but I believe in 5th grade, when I taught 5th grade science, talk about decomposers. Decomposers break things down. There's 2 ways to solve to find the area of a figure that I have drawn here, this polygon. We either can compose it or we can decompose it. Sometimes kids like to decompose, to break this up into smaller shapes. So let me take a look first, and I'm going to decompose it. Now, I just have here, I noticed that this shape has a lot of rectangles. I just put over here, hey, area of rectangles, either length times width or base times height. Same thing. It depends how you like to look at it. So I don't know if you can see because it might be backwards. That's 26 feet. Over here we have 15 feet. Down here we have 4 feet, 5 feet, and 3 feet. It might be good to pause this video and have you draw something similar to this in your notebook. All right, so go ahead, pause this and do that now. All right, hopefully you had paused the video. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to decompose this. I'm going to break this shape down. There's a multitude of ways to break this down. What I'm about to do may not be the way that you would. I'm going to draw some blue dotted lines to show you how I would decompose this. All right, now, I have decomposed it to look like this. All right. Now, a couple things I need to figure out here. Obviously, I know that this is, I'm just going to call this shape 1. This is shape 2. And this is going to be shape 3. Let's try to make a 3 upside down. There we go. All right. Now, this one's fairly easy. I see that this side is 5. This side is 4. It is a rectangle. Although it looks like a square, it's a rectangle because not all 4 sides are congruent. They're different. So we have 5 times 4. So for the area for this shape, 5 times 4, because length times width gives me 20. So I'm going to put a 20 right here. All right. We go over here. Now, this side is 5 because these sides run, there's not one lower than the other. We can assume that this is also 5. This is 5 times 3 then, because another rectangle. 5 times 3 gives me 15. Make that 20 a little neater. Now this one up top, little different. We can see that it's 26. I see that the length from here to here gives me 15. This rectangle up top is not this entire length. I also see that from here to here, it's 5. What's the difference between this 15 and this 5? So if it goes from 5 from here to here, that means this is 5 from here to here. That means this space here, although proportionally it doesn't look like it would be, I just take that 15 minus the 5. 15 minus 5 gives me 10. Now, I know that this is 260 or 26, excuse me. This is 10. Length times width. 26 times 10 gives me an area of 260. But I have 3 separate areas. I have 260, I have 15, and I have 20. We need to take those 3 areas and merge them together. I will take the 260. Let me see where I can write this here. 260, and I apologize, I'm writing upside down. 260 plus we said 15. I'm going to try to line up my place values. Plus we said 20, right? Let's add those three together. 0 plus 5 plus 0 to 1's place just gives us 5. 6 plus 1 gives us 7. 7 plus 2 gives us, what's 7 plus 2? 9. How to make it upside down? 9. There we go. And then just bring down that 200 down. My answer is 295, but I'd actually take off for that because I didn't label it. Notice the unit of measure for all these is feet. So because we're talking about area, the final answer would be 295 square. Let's see how I make it backwards S, upside down S, square feet. All right. Oh, that's sloppy. I'm going to come back to you in a little bit with another video, but I hope this helps you out. All right. Take care. Jesus.